Hello friends, my name is Emile, and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic. This time taking a look at the 1992 Mitsubishi Mirage Cyborg R. This car was requested by LRC. The Mirage could be an interesting one. It is another one of the front-wheel drive cars which usually do well, and it has very similar statistics to cars like the Civic, a couple of others that have gone around as well. Front-wheel drive, 229 horsepower, 927 kilograms. Not too much in the way of torque. Not really sure how this is going to go, but we will find out after it does 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track, where it will have 6 laps to set the best time it possibly can. Current leader is a Suzuki Cultus Pikes Peak Edition that's at a time of 28.209, which the Mirage is very unlikely to get near. Not really sure what this car should be aiming for. I guess like a low 32 would be good. I mean, you know, this car could go anywhere from Nissan Almera territory, which is like the lingering around in the 32.5s. It could be as good as the Fiat Punto, though. You know, that said, it's a really good time, 31.6, and you know, even beyond that, you know, you've got your Integras and stuff. Car doesn't quite have the power to weight ratio that the Integras and the Civic and so on have had, and you know, some of the other better front-wheel drive cars, you know, your Ford Cougars, your Dodge Intrepids, stuff like that. Of course, those cars are the mega power front-wheel drive cars. It's quite an interesting sort of thing we've got going on. I was looking as I was making the leaderboards up for the last episodes I recorded. You know, we've got essentially the high-powered front-wheel drive cars and the really very good front-wheel drive cars, sort of all around the high 31s. And then you've got like the, you know, the pretty good front-wheel drive cars sort of lingering around the 32. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Mirage can do. I don't know if I made a mistake on that lap or not. I must have done, because that was very slow. Speaking of slow, the Mirage doesn't feel quick. It really doesn't feel particularly quick in a straight line. The Punto felt like it was much quicker. Then again, the Punto, I think the Punto weighed less. I think, as a general rule of thumb, the front-wheel drive cars that have done very well around here have either had, well, mega power, as I said before, or they weigh around 800 kilos, somewhere around there, like much less than a ton. This thing is barely less than a ton, so probably affects it slightly. Handling isn't quite as amazing as maybe you'd want it to be as well, which is a little bit of a shame when it comes to the Mirage. Of course, there's a couple of other Mirages in this game. You never know, they could turn out to be pretty good cars, but looks like this 92 Cyborg might be just, it's down on something. It's certainly missing what it needs to do really very well around here. It might be one of the slowest front-wheel drive cars we've had, which is a bit of a shame, because it's not a bad car or anything. It's just, I don't know, it's not very quick. Like, through the corners, it's the problem is, it's not very quick, and through the corners, it's just fine. Like, it's no better than most of them, and a lot of them are, well, most of the ones that we've had are a bit better, so yeah, it's a bit of a trifling one, this one. The poor Mirage Cyborg, not quite the quickest car we've ever had. Kind of want to get it under 33s, but I mean, I don't even know, because it sort of just starts having a little bit of a oversteer a little bit, which you don't really want in the front-wheel drive cars. And that's going to cock it up. Bollocks. Yeah, okay, the Cyborg, really not a very good car. Which is a shame, because, again, it's not a bad car by any stretch of the imagination. It's just a bit weak. Like I said, it's missing either what it really needs, which is more power. Like, if this thing had 300 horsepower, could be a lot quicker, or it just weighs too much. You know, if this thing didn't weigh 800 kilos, or if this thing weighed like 800 kilos, it'd be a lot quicker. But yeah, as it stands, Cyborg, not the best car in the world, set to 33.272, so a little bit of disappointment for the Cyborg. Yeah, I mean, could it have gone quicker? Yeah, I mean, if I didn't cock up that last lap, it probably could have gone quicker, but you know, there really isn't much more on it, and you'd be much better off, you know, selecting a car like the Almera, like the Punto, something like that. So, yeah, unfortunately not the best showing for the Cyborg, but let's see where it lands on our leaderboard. On to the leaderboard then, and the Mitsubishi Mirage Cyborg R goes into 69th place with a 33.272, just beating out the Daihatsu Move and the Chevy Camaro, losing out slightly to the Toyota Supra 2.5 GT, the MGF and the Toyota Terreno. Not too sure what the Mirage's issue is, save for maybe a lack of power. It just wasn't very quick, unfortunately. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hot Lap Classic. If you have cars you'd like to request for this series, you can do so in the comment section and go into the description for a full request list form. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a farewell.